Wow.
Okay, we are now beginning the goal kick. We are the team kicking the ball on a goal kick. So the other team has kicked the ball out of beyond the baseline. We're doing a goal kick. We are the O's for offense. They are the X for defense.
Yes.
What we don't want to do is kick the ball softly into the middle so the X's can come up and kick the ball right back into our goal. So we want to, if we wait a long time, they all gather in here like this, and then we kick the ball like this. Oops, that's not the ball. We kick the ball like this, and the X's run in, and they shoot it right back at our net. So what we really want to do is look to give our goalkeeper some other options, spread out a little bit. But the main thing we want to do is when we kick this ball, which has to be kicked along that line somewhere, we want to kick it hard, and we want to kick it to the side of the field, over here, over here, or a long kick up and over everybody like that. We want to make that kick. But when we stand there, and we stand there, and we stand there, and we stand there for a long, long time, what happens is the defenders come back, and their coach says, move up, move up, move up, and they all move up like this, and they all move up like this and like this, and the longer we wait, the closer they get to the ball, and if we just tap the ball like this, we give it right back to them, and they shoot it. So we don't want to do that on our goal kicks.
Right.
Check.
Check.
Next, we're going to look at the goalie's job of whether or not when we can pick up the ball and when we cannot. Okay, so again, we are the X's we are the O's, and the opponent, the team we're playing against, is the X's, and this is our goalie in this box. So if we kick the ball back to our own goalie, let's say this, since Julia is standing next to me, this is Julia, and these girls are coming up on Julia, and she kind of gets scared and panics, and she doesn't want to kick it to them, so she kicks it back to our own goalie. Can our goalie pick up the ball with her hands? No. You cannot pick up the ball if your own teammate kicks it to you. However, if Julia does panic, let's say, and she kicks the ball at these girls, and then they turn around and they dribble it in, and they shoot it, can our goalie pick the ball up with their hands? Yes. So when the X's kick the ball, we can pick the ball up with our hands. When our own teammates kick the ball to us, we cannot pick the ball up with our hands. Okay? So next thought, goalies. Let's say you've got that ball in your hands. And again, a lot of these girls have all run up here into the box. They're going to get it back out of the box. First thing you want to do is look for your teammates. And maybe the X team, our opponent, is all crowding around the box. Can we see where our open players are? Ideally, and this is something we want to practice, we don't want to, again, wait. If we wait for everyone to crowd around, we want to look for those players that have the most space. Do these players in here have much space? Not really. So we don't really want to pass the ball in there. That's like that short goal kick. Now the goalie, again, if the ball's in your hand, you can walk up with it. You can walk up. Oops, that's moving again. We can walk up with that ball, and you can throw it or kick it over the line to these guys. So our forwards, if we have two forwards or even a midfielder, we have a midfielder back here. If we have a midfielder back here, if we can throw the ball over the top to that midfielder, that would be great. Our midfielder could come down with the ball and then make a pass to one of these girls who could then finish the run down to the opposite side of the field. So what we want to do when they're all crowding around like this, again, like the goal kick, the goal, you're allowed to throw or kick the ball down the field. So you want to make that longer throw over the crowd or longer kick past all the defense, and then they can turn and go. Okay. Now we're going to talk about delay. Okay, this topic is the topic of delay. It's a defensive concept. So again, we're the X's defending this goal. O's are on offense attacking our goal. And the concept of delay is something I learned last week at the clinic. It's really pretty cool. What we want to do is slow the attacker down to delay the attack so that our other defenders can come back and help. So one of the ways we do that is we stay in front of them. So if they dribble this way, you stay in front. Give them space. If they come this way, you go this way. If they come back, you stay that. You stay between your man and the goal. If they go all the way over here like this, you just stay there. But you don't let them go straight at the goal, allowing your teammates to come back and help you. And so what you want to do is wait for them to make a mistake. Maybe they'll dribble the ball and they'll kick it too far, and then you can then turn and kick it away to a teammate, or you can kick it back to our goalie if you have space and time to do so. So this is the concept of delay. So this is also something to think about as far as an offensive player. If you're breaking down the field like this with the ball, you don't want to just kick the ball right at the defender. You want to keep the ball close to you, and you want to look for an opportunity to go around that defender. So a common mistake that players make is this. They think, I got to go get the ball, and if it's a skilled player on offense, they're going to jump toward the ball. Well, if you jump toward that ball, a good player is going to tap it out to the side and go around you, and now there's no one else to help our goalie. And they go straight in and take a shot, which, by the way, we blocked a few of those this weekend. Our goalies did great. So we don't want to jump to a side or run out there and try to kick the ball when we have no one else behind us to help. So again, if she dribbles, you want to stay in front, stay in front, stay in front, slow her down, let your teammates get back and help, and then maybe if she kicks the ball too far out in front, someone else can tackle and take that ball away from that individual. So the delay. We had that happen a few times when we're down to our last defender. Okay? Like this. There was no one back to help. It happened to us once this weekend, I think. They had the long kick, and one person left to stop it, and the one person went up and tried to kick it and missed. And then there they go, off to the races. Nobody between them and our goalie. So we want to make sure we keep a body in front of that ball in between the goal always, and slow them down so your buddies can come back and help. The delay. Okay, now we're going to look at an offensive concept regarding passing. And part of our attack, we want to look at this as creating triangles. So now we are on offense attacking the other team's goal. So we're going down and in. So let's say we go down and there's another defender playing the delay game on us. We don't really want to just kick the ball right at her, because then she's just going to punt it down the field. Okay? And it may be difficult to dribble around that defender because she's pretty good at doing the delay thing as well. So ideally we want to have teammates out in this open space, running down here, creating a triangle, which is why I drew this triangle over here. So the girl with the ball always has two options. She can pass to her, and then she can take it in and shoot it. Or if the defender goes this way, she can pass to her, and she can take it in and shoot it. So we always want to look for these triangles. And let's say another defender drops in, like this. Well, we want to have another offensive player here. So she can go back there. Well, actually with no one in front of you, you go to the goal. But if she cuts her off like this, well, then we want to think, how can I help my teammate there? She needs to have two options to pass. So no option there. She could go backwards. This player could run down, and there's part of your triangle again. This player could move forward, and you got another triangle here. So here's another triangle. So you guys want to create triangles for yourself. See, if you're in a line like this, these three girls up front, we'll just look at these. If we try to attack in a line, then you can't, this X is in between these two girls, and this X is between these two girls. You can't pass it there, and you can't pass it there. But if you move up like this, and these girls try to cut her off there and her off there, well, it's yours. You come in and shoot it. Or if they come out and attack this way, you can pass it in front to her and she can go in and finish. by having triangles, you have more passing lanes and more options. So it's also okay to come and pass backwards once in a while if you need to. If you just look forward and there's nowhere to go, you can do the tap and drag move. Tap and drag, bring the ball back, kick it back to someone behind you, and then she can fill in a new spot. Maybe another teammate can run down the field, and we'll have another option. Another pass, and then you look for your options here, taken away. Maybe you've got an option there, or since no one's on you, you just take it in yourself, and you shoot it. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about the kickoff. We are going to be the O team kicking the ball off. Probably have a midfielder here, a couple defenders here, maybe another midfielder on the side or up front here looking to attack. And these lines aren't cooperating with me right now, so I'm going to remove them out. Bye-bye. But when you, if you can imagine this line being here for a moment. Okay, so every time I try to move the ball, something's happening. We're going to kick the ball off. We have to kick the ball forward for the kickoff. And then these players who were outside the circle can attack at that point once we've touched the ball. They can attack here, us. So we can make this first pass and then punt it down the field if we want. We can also kick it backwards to our own girl and then work on setting up those triangles again. Okay, and you can dribble it up. You might have a pass there. Now you've got a teammate there. You can go back to her. We don't really want to go backwards when we're on offense, but sometimes if you don't have any options in front, you can go back. That is fine. And then maybe this girl can get open. Anyway, getting back to the kickoff idea with the two girls up front. Okay, that first kick needs to go forward. And then another option would be, maybe send someone down here and kick it long down the field there. But again, might be a little bit of traffic there. It could be kind of crowded. We're going to have to run to her aid, fill in, give her some lanes so she can have her triangle to pass. Or someone can go there and fill in there, or this person can run around the side and she can pass like this. Okay, so we all need to keep moving. But I guess the main thing to cover on the kickoff is that we will have two girls up front in the circle. Usually at least two in the circle. We can have one on the side of the circle. We might have a halfback or a midfielder right there. That first pass is a forward pass, and then this girl can kick it anywhere. She can kick it down to the goal if she wants to shoot from here. You can feel like you can kick it that far. She can kick it back to the midfielder. She can kick it back to the girl who kicked it to her and then go. She can kick it to this girl who's running down the field. Okay? Any of those are our options for the kickoff. And so we'll conclude with this, the idea that I brought up Saturday several times, and that is we are not a team of one player. We are a team of 7. And we want to utilize each and every player on the field. We want to maximize those opportunities. So we have to look not just about what we are going to do with the ball when we have it, how I'm going to take it down the field, how I'm going to score, but how can I work with my teammates to advance this ball? Same way on defense, how can I help my teammates stop the other team from scoring? For example, using the delay technique. So these are just a lot of team concepts, and we could get into more and more as much as you guys want. So we'll just finish with one other little move that I learned in high school, playing for my soccer coach. It's called the give and go, and that is get a little more advanced skill, but you guys can do it if you practice. So dribbling up to this girl in front of you, she's blocking you. So rather than try to dribble around her yourself and risk losing the ball, the give and go works like this. You kind of draw that player in, you make a pass to your teammate, and maybe she goes that way, and then you run around her, and your teammate passes back to you, and down the field you go. That's called the give and go. It's a classic move. It's a move used in many, many sports. So you dribble, pass, run around, get the ball back, and enjoy that open space. Okay, well, we'll see you all on Monday.